Hey friends, how are you? I'm doing good. Okay, today this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and with my friends that I usually collab with, today it's going to be, I think, Pia and Diana and Liz, and I will have their links. If I can speak now, I will have their channels linked in the description. But we usually collab together on different things that are important to us, or things that just seem like fun. And this time it's important to us to do mental health awareness, which affects so many people all over the world. And it's something that a lot of people are afraid to discuss, and a lot of people struggle with this and are afraid to get help because they're just embarrassed, which mental health is nothing to be embarrassed about. It's something that you need. If you're struggling with this, you really do need to get help. And I will have, at the end of this video, I will have a lot of numbers that you can, if you're struggling with this, you need help, that there's numbers that you can call to reach out. And if you're one of my friends, you need someone that you really want to talk to, you can always reach out and talk to me. I'm not a therapist, and I will not give you any kind of advice, but I can always listen. But mental health has a variety of, mental health is a spectrum of illnesses. And there's depression, there's anxiety, you have your baby blues, you've got some that have, postpartum, that it just gets so severe that they can't get out of it. And some people need medication, some people just need someone to talk to, some people need both. They need coping mechanisms. It's not something that you, and I hate to say, you could, for someone to what's the word I'm looking for? Self-diagnose, or have someone else to. You have it's a spectrum of everything, and your mental health affects how you sleep, how you think, how you socialize. I've had a spectrum of all this with my anxiety. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to be around. There's certain things that I can't do. I don't want to do. And it just really hurts. It can actually physically hurt. So it is, I'm going to find something here that I had. Okay, it's a component of behavioral health encompassing emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It's crucial for coping with life stressors, realizing one's potential, learning and working effectively, and contributing to one's community. Mental health is essential at every stage of life, from childhood to aging. Your emotional well-being involves managing emotions, experiencing a range of feelings, and expressing them appropriately. Psychological well-being refers to your cognitive functioning, thinking process, and how one perceives the world. And your social well-being encompasses relationships, social interactions, and feelings connected to others. So, coping with stress, your personal growth, relationships, overall well-being. It can include psychological disabilities, anxiety, depression, bipolar disorders, schizophrenia, eating disorders. It is a spectrum. Like I said, it is a spectrum of all kinds of things. And here in the United States, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is 988. And like I said, I will have everything listed I will have everything at the end of this video, all the numbers and everything that you can have. If I knew how to run it across my page, I would have it running across the whole video at the bottom, but I'm not sure how to do that. I'm not very tech savvy when it comes to all this. But the color is green. That is the ribbon for mental health awareness. And I've got a couple of palettes here that I'm not real sure which one I'm going to do. I have got my Blend Bunny. I've got my Adept, and I've got my Cosmic Brush. I was going to go in with this one, and then I seen this one, and then I seen this one, and I'm like, which one am I going to do? Let's get on some eye primer first. We'll do that first. But, yes, I have been, PTSD is a sign of it. There is a lot of veterans who have been in the war who suffer from that. There are people that have been through a lot of childhood trauma, adult trauma, that have been through this. And I know one of them is, one of the ones I really want to talk about is postpartum blues. For, after a woman has a baby, she just gets flooded with a bunch of hormones. And back in the day, and I remember my grandma talking about this, is that they would say that a woman was crazy. And they would sometimes lock them up in a sane asylum until they settled down, because they really did think that they was crazy after they had a baby. And to come out, they finally figured out what it was, is women weren't crazy. It was their hormones. After you have a baby, you have a release of so many hormones. And sometimes women sometimes you just can't get out of that. And it's very, very hard. And I had postpartum blues, but thank goodness I did not have it that extreme. Now, my mom did have that. She had it with my brother. She had it, but I was probably 7, I think. Yes, I was 7. And my sister, Lisa, she helped take care of us when my mom had that. But thankfully, hers only lasted for a short while. My grandma was also kind of noticed what it was and helped her. They did not know at that time that it was postpartum. They knew it was postpartum blues, but they didn't realize that it was something that could be treated with medication. But I don't know how, but she was able to come through with it. So, but she had a lot of help from my grandmother. And I had a brush up here, but now I can't find it. I probably dropped it, which I drop everything else. And now there is, some people say that you don't need medication. Now, I'm saying if medication helps you, then take it. There is nothing wrong with taking medication if it helps your problem, because it is an awful thing to go through. When something affects you that much, it is terrible. When I lost my twins, it was awful. I'm sorry. That was the worst time of my life. And I'm not exaggerating with that. I had a terrible, terrible time with that. I'm not really going to say what colors or anything that I'm using, but I am going through. I will be using one of these greens. And these greens, I'll show you guys when I'm done with what I have and haven't used. Or these greens. It was awful. And I did not take anything. It was extremely hard for me. I had 2 other children that I needed to take care of, and I couldn't. At that time, their dad, the guy I was married to at that time, he did. And finally, you know, he was like, you got to snap out of it. Well, it's hard to snap out. You can't just snap out. And it was like, if you don't, I'm just taking these babies and I'm leaving. You'll never see them again. Well, that was cruel to say, but I pretended everything was okay. That was hard, very hard for me to do. But that was another type of pain and mental abuse, as you could say. But I did it. I kept it all in for years because I wasn't allowed to express my feelings, my emotions. I'm not going to cry. I already told myself. I wasn't allowed to do that. So I went on the best I could. And I kept it bottled up for years. Was not good. I broke down. And when I broke down, it wasn't great. My kids were older. And I finally did go see a therapist. And I've been seeing one pretty much ever since. Off and on. And to this day, I have around their birthday, I always have dreams of their birth. I go through the emotions. I go through everything. And it's hard. But I deal with it. And I can now at least talk about it. But it was hard. But that is what... I wouldn't be able to talk about it without crying. Now I can. And all I'm doing is I'm just kind of gradually going in with a lighter color. I hope I can remember what color I'm doing for the other side. But that's my story on that. And that was over 30 years ago. That was back in 1990. So, okay. Now, get a fluffier brush. Wait a minute. Okay, I just had to take a little break. Okay. Now, anybody that's that's dealing with pain disease, they are usually going to go through some kind of mental health too. You go through anxiety, depression, PTSD, insomnia, which will really mess with your mind. If you've ever been sleep deprived, you do know that. New mothers know that. A new mother can really go through a lot of ooh, I don't like that color. That's not doing what I want. Let me see. Not too bright. Let's see if I can cover it up. Then there we go. But yeah. This is making me mad. Just to making me mad. What you do, go on with the light, then you go back in with the dark. Take this down here. No, go back. I don't have any foundation or anything on either, so. Where's my clean brush? But, yeah, when you go, anybody that's been in with pain, you always know you go through some kind of mental attack. Like I said, there is no shame in getting help. A therapist is your best bet. They will talk to you. They will give you coping mechanisms. If you need therapy, they will see about giving you therapy. I mean, medications, therapy. If you're already seeing a therapist, you're getting therapy. But, shimmers. What do I want to go in with? But they are going to see what you what you need. Do you need medication? Do you need multiple medications? Some people do. Do you need extensive therapy? Some people do. They used to do electric shock treatment. I don't think they do that much. I don't think they do that at all anymore. Or if they do, you don't ever hear about it. Yeah, you don't ever hear about it. If they still do that, No. I think I'm going to go and over here. Let me find my little flat brush. Where is it? On my little brush. It's not that one. It's not that one either. Gotta get a little glitter glue. But yeah, and also sometimes you might need an advocate. I did. I need an advocate. My advocate was my husband, Mark. An advocate is someone who can speak up for you because you can't. Because for one reason or another, oh, that's not the color I thought it was. Because for one reason or another, you cannot really speak for yourself. You can't really get out what you want to say. You can't like your mental health is like way out there and you are not getting the help you need, and you need someone else to, well, advocate for you. Let me see, where'd my little notes go? I have my notes. See, I have trouble of concentrating. A mental health advocate are everyday people who share their stories and struggles to break through stereotypes and stigma. An advocate fights for your mental health treatment with your doctor, with insurance, with disability, family members. I mean, anybody that needs to be, that you need help with. And my husband was there to fight for me. And I do not like that. So what do you do when you don't like something? Wipe it off. We're in real time. Hold on a minute and I'll be right back. Okay. I washed that off. I didn't like it. Damn, I'll change my mind. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here with the matte color. Then I'm going to go in with a little tiny brush. And I think we're going to try an halo eye. A little bit. Kind of a different take on a halo. Well, who knows? I may scrap this. We never know. Now what? Scrapping it all. Starting over. Okay, we're back. And this is what we're going to do. I decided I didn't like that. So I'm just going to go in here in my Cosmic brushes. Cosmic Beauty. I think they changed the name. I didn't go in with any foundation or anything like that because I'm not sure if this is going to have any fallout, so. That's pretty. And then I'm going to go in with a darker, just a little. Lost my train of thought. But I know everybody here has been affected somehow with mental health. And you know, and you gotta, and if you are someone who takes care of somebody, you've got to also take care of yourself. You know, you got to have your mental health days yourself, because I know it can affect you. So you got to make sure that you are getting sleep, that you are resting, that you are eating, that you are staying hydrated, that you are doing something fun for yourself. I don't care if it's taking a walk, reading, exercising. Getting my lip product I had on earlier. Was getting it all over my mouth. But yeah, you need to take care of yourself. Make sure that you are in good mental health while you are helping someone that is going through it. Because you are no good to somebody if your mental health is no good. That's like when me and my sister were taking care of my mom when she was real sick. The first time she was real sick, we would go off one another, because if not, we would just laugh at one. We would just laugh because we couldn't cry no more, and we would bounce off one another. Because if we didn't, we would just lose it. We had to stay focused. We had to stay sane to whatever point it was that we could to take care of our mother. Because at that time we were pushing her. She had a PICC line, and we was pushing meds into her, and we really had to be careful, because you had to do it at a certain pace. You had to do so much within a minute, and it was scary. So yeah, and we didn't have anybody else to help. I mean, out of 7 kids, it was just me and her. The only one that had an excuse was my younger brother, and that was because he was in Iraq. So, yeah. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard. And if you have to hire somebody to come and help, there's no shame in that either. You just want to make sure you have the best care possible for the person that you're helping. I'm going in with a darker shimmer, I think. I don't know. I'm not feeling all that great. So my look's not going to be all that great either. I think I got an ear infection. I don't think it. I know I do. But oh, this is not really turning out how I wanted to. Nothing is working. I'm getting aggravated and upset. I think I need my shimmer. Where is my shimmer? What color is that going to turn? That's going to turn pink. I don't like that. That's a matte. There it is. I knew it was around here. Not liking that shimmer in the center here, in the corner. Okay, I'm going to see what I can do to fix this, and I will be back with this eye done, and just hold on. This is the finished results. I did go in with some lashes. I'm not sure what brand they are. There was just some that was in there. They were in a clear case, so I'm not sure what they are. But I had put the lashes on. I figured they'd hide my little mistakes. But I'm not mad at it. And my blush is my Natasha Denona. It's in the shade Sweet Cheeks. And I went in with the highlighter too. And my lips is the Plumping Lip Oil by Tarte in the shade. Oh, that is cinnamon. And then, yeah. And I went in with my Natasha Denona Foundation X foundation. It's a little dirty. But this is my look, and I hope you guys enjoyed my take on mental health. If it's kind of all over the place, it's because, you know, I deal with my own mental health, which I'm sure a lot of you do too. But it's, you know, we need to get the awareness out there, because a lot of people need to know they're not alone. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's okay to seek help. It's okay if you're on medication. It's okay if you see a therapist. It's okay. It's okay to not be okay. It really is. It's taken a long time for me to come to terms with that, but it is. It's okay to not be okay. And I'm telling you what, there is a lot of people may not agree with me, but to me, the one thing that has really helped me is my relationship with God. But I pray with it, I talk to him, and that has helped me a lot. I still see my therapist, but I talk to the man upstairs a lot too. So, but I am going to get off here. I am going to go in and see what is on TV, because sometimes you just need to get away. I want to find something stupid to watch, and that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes that's what it needs. I just need to watch something silly, something crazy. I don't know. Some people need something scary. I need something silly. So I will see you guys. Now remember, get out there. I have the number. If you guys need it, call it. Okay? Or you can also just shoot me in my DMs. Don't shoot me. Just, DM me. Okay? But I love you guys so much. And it will be Pia, Diana, and Liz. And Jenny, I don't think Jenny will, because Jenny is dealing with her own issues right now. So just send out some love to Jenny. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Hopefully it will not be that far in between, but I love you guys so much, okay? Bye.